Oh boy. Streaming. Hello, everyone. How are you doing on this fine morning? It's gonna be a shorter stream. I think that one of the mistakes that I stepped into last time was starting off streaming with like 5-hour long streams or something like that. I think I might start to stream for a shorter amount of time, but more days of the week. We'll see. Tired all because it's 2 a.m. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I started to stream a little bit later than usual. I'll probably move it back to the normal time, which is like at least midnight for you. It's not as rough. Oh, OBS. Shit, I forgot. You're still on the saber waving at you. Oh, Saber is still waving at you. Listen, she's too powerful. All right, calm down. Chill, Saber. There we go. Remember how to use OBS. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Oh, geez. Recap for the, I don't know what. I'm guessing like 10 people. Because we took so long of a break in between. We were averaging around 30, but oh well. Oh, geez. What in the hell happened? So we have the double orphan Shiro Emiya, who wants to be a hero and likes swords and pipes. There was a whole bunch of stuff about magic, but who cares? We had gotten killed by Berserker a few times because you bastards kept going down every bad end possible. Yeah, Shiro Emiya was a double orphan. It's canon. He got orphaned in the big fire, and then he got orphaned much later because Kiritsugu died. That's why pipes are his adopted, his third father. He finds a heartwarming cylindricalness from them. Yeah. And so we're on the 5th day, and it's lunchtime, and there's apparently a choice here. Joy. Oh boy, I love it when the chat makes choices. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I looked into that weird dojo, and Saber's a millennial, yes. Very important. Very important lore that we had ended up digging up there, yes. Oh boy. This does not look like the start of a chapter. Did we leave off at the end, like in the middle of a chapter somewhere? Well, okay. Just started and we're going to school. It's time to go to school. I think somebody mentioned that they were in school while watching this stream. Well, I'm gonna meet you there. Oh yeah. Pimp Rin. Yeah, Pimp Rin. So Rin, I remember. Rin just came into our house and is in our house now and won't leave. Even though we've told her to leave like multiple times. She just walked into the house and said, "This is mine now." Beside me is Tosuka Rin in her school. This is not her school uniform. Oh, I guess she is in her school uniform under her red coat. I was about to say that red coat is not her school uniform. The feeling is fading, but having Tosaka in a uniform makes me... Oh, yeah. This is... I forgot how weirdly horny Shiro is. Fuck. God damn it. I forgot. Oh no, the senpai. Oh jeez, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, and this one is another one who we told to get out of our house and just keeps coming to our house. Like, I don't know what's with these people. Sakura's with us today. Like she always is. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujine. But she's still... and so Fujine is allowed to stay because she's funny, and also, I think that, like, she's the landlord's daughter. And I think the landlord is, like, giving them tax exemptions or something. I don't remember. I think, like, Kiritsugu and her were close. Sakura's fine. Sakura's more fine than Rin. But she sat in the living room today and was waiting for me to clean up before going to school. No, listen, Dentorichan, we don't need a motel. We just need to start charging these people, alright? We need to become a landlord. If we try to kick Taiga... Yeah, no, that's why Taiga can stay, yeah. Taiga can stay because if we tried to kick her out, she would kill us. We tried to, actually, I think, in the start, and then she beat us with a metal post-it. Like, can you imagine how much money Shiro Emiya would make if he just charged these people for living in his house? Like, he would be... Oof. I even have a part-time job. Oh, shit. What was that dialogue? Shit. Oh, Tosaka looks away. Yes, very important that we got that dialogue. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but maybe I'm starting to think this gesture of Tosaka is interesting too. What, where she's pouting? I'm not reading into this, right? He's saying that he's starting to like the pout from Tosaka. Is a landlord different from a lord of the land? So, usually a landlord and a lord of the land would be probably the same thing, but unfortunately this is Fate lore, so Lord of the Land is probably some very obscure but very important god that we don't know about. Sakura is not happy that Rin is here. Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Yeah, she's not happy. Jeez, Sakura's looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujine lost to Tosaka this morning. Fujine assented, but Sakura must not have. Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, because even Fujine tried to kick Rin out, and Rin also said no. Rin just kept saying no to every single person. Hey Dio, how do I pull Cruz? Have my luck. That's the only thing. There are other ways, but it's not a surefire way. Oh man. Wasn't Sakura also Rin's sister? Yes, but that's technically spoilers. They don't... Well, they know that. Shiro doesn't know that. Neither does most of the other people inside of the plot. That's right. I need to find an opportunity as quickly as I can and make Tosaka and Sakura be friends. I mean, that's an adorable... Listen, they have some, like, deep-rooted trauma. Lord of the Land is probably some imposter class servant for Izanagi. Yep, something like that. The hill road is full of students. Also, they've mentioned this a couple of times. Who the fuck puts a school at the top of a hill? Why would you do that? You're a bastard, man. Especially in Japan, where a lot of the time you're walking because the continent is so small. Continent? That's not the... Japan's not a continent. Oh god. Wait, don't clip that. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the time students go to school. It's natural for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with people who are stand out so much. Yeah, what is the other... Apparently in a lot of animes, yeah. What is the other, It's like another, like, really old classic anime where, like, they walk up a hill. Did she forget something? I've been quiet like this for a while now.
なんか坂道あたりから様子が変だぞ、お前。
え、やっぱり変？今朝の私。
So with the going up a hill has the you would go down a hill at the end of the day. That's true, but like walking down a hill is I think harder than just walking on a flat surface. Like if you have a bike or something, that would make sense because you could just glide down. But walking down a hill, because of the way like you have to angle your feet and stuff, is I think harder than if it was just, you know, normal.
いや、別に変じゃないが。その反応が変だ。
Imagine having to go up a hill to go home. Oh god. Oh Jesus, it's like trapping you there.
先輩、その説明は矛盾してます。
Just roll down the hill.
そういうことじゃないと思いますけど。
何を聞きたがってるって言うんだよ、遠坂。
I'm sure part of it's like samurai schools or something.
ですから。
It's the Bushido code to walk up a hill to school every day.
自分の姿がおかしいのではと思ってるんですよね。そうだけど、やっぱり桜から見ても変？おかしいな。今朝は眠いながらもちゃんとブローしたし、制服だってシワ一つないと思うんだけど。やっぱり慣れない家で寝たもんだから目にクマでもできてるってわけ？
So is the joke here that there are two beautiful women walking around and that they're confused while they're being stared at? Is this the joke?
なんでそこで俺に怒鳴る？遠坂が寝られないのは俺のせいじゃないし、仮にそのせいで遠坂の目にクマができていたとしても大したことじゃない。気にするな。
何失礼なこと言ってるのよ。女ってのは生まれた時から自分の身だしなみを気にするものなの。
Excuse me there.
もう今まで外見だけは完璧でいいよって繕ってきたのに、それも今日でおしまいってことかしらね。
Huh. Well, welcome back, Wing. I'm very impressed you managed to finish all 3 of the routes before in those 3 weeks though. It's a long ass game. Whoops.
だからなんで俺を見て怒鳴るんだよ、遠坂は。
Am I acting weird in your eyes as well? What an awkward translation. Well, I think that this isn't an official translation. For those that don't know, and I looked into this recently actually because well, okay. Big spoilers here. My next video that has been taking me forever. Oh, okay. Backing up. I guess I should explain where I went. I moved. Which is why I wasn't able to do shit for a long time. Because that was a whole process, especially getting a new job. But beyond that, the next video I was working on actually required me to do like actual research and a lot of translating. Because what I'm doing, my next video, is going to get a total of maybe 500 views within a week, even though it's taken me forever to research and make it, is the visual novel genre dying? And if so, why? And I learned that throughout... So, Fate Stay Night is in 2004. God, I hope that's right. The original release was in 2004, and it has never received an official translation. It has never received an official translation. It's received many re-releases. It has the English server of Fate Grand Order, and yet Fate Stay Night has no, not even Real Tanua. Even Real Tanua was released for the PSP. I don't remember what the year for that one was. But like no, it's just never been translated officially. The one that we're playing right now is every single time, well, mostly every single time that you see somebody or play through the original novel, it's the translation from Mirror Moon, which was done over a course of years. I moved to the attic. I moved to the first floor. Nice, nice. Yeah, so I remember that there were like even before when I was streaming this, there are just like weird translation errors. It's because it's not an official translation. It's a translation from people that were in their mother's basements over a course of years out of passion trying to translate this novel. Yeah, it's a really weird and unfortunate situation where like oh wait, actually, do I still have that picture? Hold on, give me 1 second. Yes, I do still have this picture. Okay. Another a little thing here. Yep, let me just take this. Just so you understand, like you might be like, well, why, right? Why has Fate Stay Night never received an official translation when it's so popular? And this is like VNs in general. So Fate Stay Night is a long novel. Fate Stay Night is a bastard to translate. It's and that's not all three of, that's the Lord of the Ring trilogy, by the way. Yeah, so the fans already translated it. Everyone knows that the fans had translated it, and also it's double the word count of the Lord of the Rings trilogy just for the visual novel. So there is no way in hell that Mirror Moon, even though Fate Stay Night as a franchise has made so much money, would want to translate the original novel. Because, like, who the fuck's gonna play it that hasn't already played it, that hasn't already played the Mirror Moon translation? And a lot of visual novelists are stuck into this, like, weird translation hell. It's like a really sad... It's really sad.
なんで遠坂が変なのかは知らないが、間違いなくそれは俺のせいじゃない。八つ当たりはよそでやってくれ。
違いますよ、遠坂先輩。先輩は今日も綺麗です。みんなが遠坂先輩を見ているのは私たちと一緒だからです。先輩、今まで誰かと投稿したことなんてなかったから。
I have the trilogy right next to me. I assume you're talking about the whatchamacallit, Lord of the Rings trilogy. Funnily enough, last semester, so in the spring, I took an upper division course in whatchamacallit in English, and it was literally Tolkien. The class was a character study. Character study, I guess you could call it, like an introspective character study on Tolkien. And we had to read all of the Lord of the Rings book and the Silmarillion, which is something I've never done. I've only watched the movies before that. So I got to experience Lord of the Rings, the novels themselves for the first time just this year. They hold up surprisingly well.
10年も通ってれば学校なんてマスターしたつもりでいたけど、謎はまだ残ってたわけか。
Tosaka ponders seriously. What kind of person are you? Are you to just ignore you're beautiful as always?
わかんないやつだな。遠坂が誰かと投稿すれば騒ぎになるのは当然じゃないか。それが男子生徒ならなおさらだ。
Oh, so the joke is that the two beautiful girls are walking with Amiya, who is a pipe master. I see.
ですね。けど遠坂先輩、そういうの気にしない人なんです。だから今まで浮いた話一つなかったんですよ。
I did similar research for the ReZero web novel. Jeez. That is, I did not know the ReZero. What is the ReZero web novel? Anyway, I'll look into that later. I've watched ReZero, but.
そりゃよかった。外見に騙されて泣きを見た犠牲者は今のところ一人だけってことだからな。
I talk secretly with Sakura while following Tosaka, who has a puzzled expression. She seriously doesn't get it? Wait, didn't Sakura literally tell her? Oh no, yeah, she's still just confused. She doesn't get it. Okay. And we call Shiro dense. We go through the gate, we still find people staring at us. We'll be going our separate ways once we enter the building, so I only need to endure the stairs for a little bit longer. Oh no, he comes. We need to play the Ultra Instinct every single time that he comes. Tosaka murmurs. Before is a familiar face coming through the students.
Sakura!
Yeah, I beat my sister. What's up? Oh, jeez. Shinji must not see us as he goes straight to Sakura. Oh no, he sees you. What are you doing? Skipping without my consent. Skipping without my consent. Like Shinji had never cared about consent, you stupid idiot. Shinji raises his hand.
Yo, Shinji. Asare, gokurou-sama da na.
Catch his hand to greet him. So I like to imagine, so I know what it means that like he stopped his hand, but I like to imagine he just high-fived him and that Shinji's really confused in this moment. It's just like, what? Emi, like, for a brief moment, he's just confused. Like, he's not angry anymore. He's just looking at Emi like, why did you just... You realized I was about to beat my sister.
Emiya? お前そうかまたエミヤの家に行ってたのかさくら
Oh, welcome back, Gaga.
後輩としての義務だってまったく泥臭いなお前は勝手に怪我したやつなんて構うことないだろいいからお前は僕の言う通りにしてればいいんだよ
Shinji lowers his hand. Yeah, deflect the slap with a high five. That's the ultimate counter. Yeah, exactly. What is the opponent supposed to do? Like they're just you've sunned them. You've given them the confusion condition. It's a fucked up mix up. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I'll let it go.
しかしなんだねそこまでうちの邪魔して楽しいわけエミヤさくらは弓道部の部員なんだからさ無理やり朝練をサボらせるような真似しないでくれないかな
God, I love how he's just an unrepentant asshole. I do like pure evil smug type characters. I can't object against that, since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast. That does mean that I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning.
そんなことありません。私は好きで先輩のお手伝いをしているだけです。
言い過ぎだってそれはお前の方だよさくらエミヤが一人住まいだからなんだって言うんだ別に一人でいいって言うんだからさ一人にしてやればいいんだよ Jesus Christ.
That guy got me. So what if Emiya doesn't have parents? He's a double orphan. Jesus Christ, Shinji. Just leave the man alone. Oh, God. Oh, God damn it. Oh, ooh. What are you talking about, Sakura? That was great.
今日でエミヤの家に行くのはやめろよ、さくら。僕が来いって言ったのに部活に来なかったんだ。そのくらいの罰は受ける覚悟があったんだろ。
Oh man, I'm reeling over here for a second. Like my man Shinji just like he just walks around with a gun. He was mad at Sakura and he shot Emiya. Shinji tries to grab Sakura forcefully.
おはよう、マトウ君。黙って聞いていたんだけど。
Oh, but unfortunately for Shinji, there's always a bigger fish.
今の。
え父さか。お前、なんでさくらといるんだよ。
Just the switch, the fear. Oh god, the
別に意外でも何でもないでしょう。さくらさんはエミヤ君と知り合い、私はエミヤ君と知り合い。だから今朝は3人で一緒に登校してきたんだけど、気づかなかった？
エミヤと知り合い。
by Darkrai.
ええ、きっとこれからも一緒に学校に来て一緒に下校するぐらいの知り合いだから、さくらさんとも付き合っていこうかなって思ってるわ。
エミヤとだって。
Shinji glares at me. I must just be imagining that I feel more than enmity there. Well, I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been doing well with Shinji lately. What do you count doing well with Shinji as? But I don't remember doing anything to make him resent me this much.
そんなバカな。冗談がきついな、父さかは。君がエミヤなんかと付き合うわけないじゃないか。ああ、そうか。君、勘違いしてるんだろう。そりゃ確かに、ちょっと前までエミヤとは友達だったけど、今は違うんだ。もうエミヤと僕は無関係だから。
Does this
あまりメリットはないんだぜ。
does this man legitimately think that in these 2 seconds he has put together in his brain that the only reason that Tosaka is walking with Emiya is to get to Shinji's? This is fascinating.
そうなの？よかった。それを聞いて安心したわ。
I pity Shinji. If it was me, that would be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while.
お前。
Sent a photo of how thick the Lord of the Rings trilogy is. Yeah, I also own. I know how thick the Lord of the Rings trilogy is. It is not a short trilogy. There's a lot of words in Lord of the Rings. It's just that Fate Stay Night is a hilariously big novel.
それとマトウ君、さっきの話だけど、弓道部の朝練は自主参加のはずよ。欠席の許可が必要だなんて話は聞いてないわ。そんな規則、私はもちろん綾子や藤村先生も聞いてないでしょうね。
Yeah, no, like he went through so many. He went through all of the stages. Agree, it was wild. It's like right into denial.
兄貴が妹に何をしようが勝手だろう。いちいち人の家の事情に首を突っ込むな。
Now I see why people don't like Shinji. He's the physical manifestation of Twitter combined with Reddit and Discord moderators. Oh, jeez. You know, that's basically Shinji.
それは同感ね。だからあなたもエミヤ君の家のことをあれこれ言うのは筋違いじゃない？まったく、こんな朝から校庭で騒がしいわよ、マトウ君。
Jeez, Shinji, you're so rowdy, Shinji. You're so rowdy in the mornings. It makes you want to hit your sister and and then blame tell Emiya he doesn't have a family. Try to get in Rin's pants. You're so rowdy. That's a word for it. Shinji takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura.
わかった。今朝の件は許してやる。
I'll forgive you.
けどさくら、次はないからな。今度何かあったら、その時は自分の立場ってやつをよく思い知らせてやる。
I forgive you, Shinji says. Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away into the school building. Yeah, he definitely ran away after losing to Tosuka.
ごめんなさい先輩。兄さんがその失礼なことを言ってしまって。
Rather rude. She must be apologizing to Tosuka as well.
うん、朝からいい運動になったわ。頭のギアがスパッと上がったし、ようやく調子が出てきたもの。口喧嘩好きなのよね、私。
I love arguments. I feel you, Rin.
それに謝るのは私の方だし、ちょっとやりすぎだったわよね、今の。あいつだって立場があるんだし、ほら、みんなの前でああいうのってしちゃダメだって言うじゃない？
He might be self-important idiot, but at least he's a proud one. He's definitely a
マ
proud
ト
one.
君が落ち込んでたら後でフォローしてあげて。これに懲りずにまた突っかかってきてもいいって。
Or at least that's what he tells himself.
兄さんが懲りていなければまたお相手をしてあげてください。
If he didn't learn from putting his hand on the stove once, do it again, Tosuka. Sakura must be relieved as she smiles cheerfully. Tosuka's looking away, bashful. Ah, she did it again.
先輩もできれば怒らないであげてください。兄さん、先輩しか友達いない。
You can't just say that, Sakura. We have to at least pretend that Shinji has other friends.
わかってるよ。怒るなっていうのは無理だけど、シンジはああいうやつだってのは知り合った時から知ってる。ま、なんかの表紙でまた付き合いが深くなるのは目に見えてるしさ。気長にやっていくよ、あいつとは。
はい、よろしくお願いします、先輩。
Yeah, if I do really get mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister.
それじゃあ先輩、今日も一日頑張りましょうね。
Sakura goes to the first year hallway. We walk up the stairs and into the second year hallway, and... What a noise. When did the student council president?
なぜに遠坂と一緒にいるのか、エミヤしろ。
I say you're full of enmity for a different reason. Oh yeah, he just hates women. Or specifically Tosuka.
朝からハウアとはご挨拶ね。
Shinji reminds me of the one who would practice playing his tuba at 2 a.m.
いいからこっちに来い、エミヤ。
I don't know
遠
if
坂の近くにいたら毒が移る、毒が。
I don't know if Shinji is the tuba kind of person, but oh yeah, no, that's definitely. Issei forcefully pulls my hand. After looking silently at us, Tosuka heads to class 2A as if nothing happened.
行くがいい。誰も止めはしないからな。
Tosuka silently passes by us. And then...
白。
Based student council president. I just hate Tosuka. She mutters that so Issei would not be able to hear. It's lunchtime. Since the events of this morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor.
さっきのは悪乗りしすぎたか。
We were robbed of the Issei route. I contemplate my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosuka this
休み
morning.
の間に親密になったんだ。
And something like that was bad. I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that, and Issei walked away dizzily.
まあちょうどいいか。しばらくは一人でいろいろやらなくちゃいけないからな。
It's good to have less people involved. Well, what I should do right now is... Oh. Oh. What I learned in boating school is... Tosaka or Sakura? Alright. make your decision. Issei is the opposite of high school DxDs, Issei. True. I think that they mentioned, yeah. Insert name here. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember where that was explained, but I am pretty sure that, like, yeah, as being a priest, he does have like some supernatural sense, but he doesn't actually know what magic is or anything because he was never taught. Um, and so because Tozaka's a powerful mage, he just feels wrong around her, and so like he has this like unnatural fear of Tozaka. Is it literally 50-50? Wow, Sakura came back in that second half. What happens if it's 50-50? Don't make me answer that question. Listen, you bastards. I know there are one of you has to vote. Somebody vote. I can't vote to break this stupid 50-50 tie. God damn. Is this real life? You know what? Looks like it's a tie. Oh. No, Tasuka pulled ahead. We're going to wait for another person to come to change it. How many people are in the chat? It looks like everyone's voted, so I'm ending the poll. "12 watching, 13 votes." No, there are 13 concurrent viewers at the moment. The YouTube will... Wait, was it 50? Motherfucker! So 14? Oh, who did it? So we had one person come in, break the tie, and then another person came in and tied it again. God damn it. Okay. So... Alright. Okay. So what we're gonna do here, you little bastards. I'm gonna, like, coin flipper. Hey, no, don't... I don't even know what this means yet. Okay. Oh, okay. So, which one's heads? Is Tosaka heads or is Tosaka tails? I feel like... Ah... Who's better, Ishtar or a random Sakura face servant? You can't even name the random Sakura face servant. Ishtar's gonna win for sure. I just joined and I called a bastard. Are you the one that are you the one that tied the vote? Because if so, then yeah, you're a bastard. Tails for Sakura, heads for Rin. Oh, sorry, the opposite of that. Tails for Rin, heads for Sakura. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna be tails for Rin, heads for Sakura. It's out of my hands. Rin it is. Sorry, give me a second. I need to talk to somebody. Did I just skip something on accident?
それじゃあ行きましょうか。この辺りの道は不慣れなんだから、学校までの近道ぐらい教えてよね。
Yeah, so Fate Stay Night does this whoops. Fate Stay Night does this really annoying thing where who's that muscular woman? I don't know. Hold on. Will it go back to that? No, it didn't. Feels bad. Just my classic YouTube recommendations. The Fate Stay Night does this weird thing. So like watch my mouse. See that? My mouse will automatically go over to the yes of the skip without me moving it. And there's no way to cancel this, I don't think. You have to make every decision a 50-50. My school days never passed this fast. God, I wish. So I have that promise with Tosaka. It was a unilateral statement. Okay, but she must have something to talk about if she called for me. I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. Usually packed with students, but it's not in this cold winter air. Even though the winter in Fuyuki City is warm, the coldness on the rooftop is unbearable. The only ones that go to the rooftop are me and... I cannot do a British accent. You might have some weird impression from the D&D stream that I can do accents. I cannot do a British accent. It's not good. Should the goal of these streams be to reach the end goal? I mean, the goal of these streams is to reach whatever end you guys want to. Tosaka shivering under the cover.
遅れたのは悪かったと思ってる。思ってるんで差し入れを持ってきたんだが、その様子じゃいらないか。
I take the coffee I brought at the stand and bring it up, put it in my pocket.
あんた、朴突な顔して結構気が利くのね。
The goal is to die as often as possible.
ただの気まぐれだよ。ほら、もうちょっとそっち行けよ。ここだと風が当たるし、人目につくだろ。
I pass Tosaka and hand her the coffee. Here, nobody would find us right away, so we won't be seen from the windows on the 4th floor.
ありがとう。次は紅茶にしてね。私、インスタントならミルクティーだから。それ以外はありがたみがランクダウンするから注意するべし。
That's interesting. I'd always imagined Tosaka as a coffee person. Huh. Because I imagine that, this is like weird, but I imagine that Tosaka's a coffee person and Sakura's like a tea person, right? My goal is to not die from liver failure. Yeah, right. She seems like a coffee person. I think it's because she has she like lives in the Western mansion, and it mentions multiple times that she uses like the Germanic curse and stuff. Yeah, she prefers Western food, so I just imagine that she'd be a coffee person, and her personality is coffee person-ish.
はいよ。次まで覚えていたらな。それよりなんだよ。こんなところに呼び出して。一 人気がない場所を選ぶあたり、そっちの話だと思うけど。
Now we know she's a tea person? Yeah.
当然でしょ。私とシロの間で他にどっちの話があるっていうのよ。
Oh, no, we know she's a tea person when she had Archer prepare tea. Oh, you're right. Like, wait, yeah, you're right.
ああ、それはそうだな。で、どんな話なんだ？
何よ、ずいぶんクールじゃないあなた。
The British and their tea and all that.
まあ寒いからな。できるだけ手短に済ませたい。遠坂はそうでもないのか？
そんなわけないでしょ。私だってさっさと要件だけ済ませるつもりに決まってるじゃない。
Yeah, I thought so. It's obvious she doesn't have to yell about it.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ担当直入に聞くけどシロ、あなた放課後はどうするつもり？
Here's the thing I kind of want to look into. How did Tsunderes and Twin Tails go together? Like, who started that? Can anybody, like, name, like, a specific character or series that did that? Because there always has to be a progenitor to trends, right? Who do we have to thank for this?
放課後？あ、いや、別にこれといって予定はないよ。生徒会の手伝い事があったら手伝うし、なかったらバイトに出るし。
Is it Ren? I'd be surprised if Ren was actually the progenitor.
なんだよ、その露骨に呆れた顔は。
I might have to look into that.
言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ってくれ。
Actually, wait.
できるだけ直すから。
Why do all tsundere... How do you spell tsundere? Tsundere? Of Twin Tails. Because, yeah, the other thing is that they all have blonde hair. That's why I said I'd be surprised if it was Ren. Mafuyu? What the hell is Mafuyu? I don't understand. I don't know. I'll look into it later, so it's not an easy question to answer.
まったく、あなたがどうなろうと私は構わないんだけど、まあ一つだけ。
Describe Lum, invader of Urusei?
今は協力関係なんだし。
I've never heard of that.
シロは魔術師として未熟すぎるから。
Ren has blonde hair in the extraverse? Yeah, but like the extraverse is like definitely not the cause for the generator of like Tsunderes and Twin Tails.
魔術師として未熟だっていうのはもう耳にタコだ。気にしてるんだからあまりいじめないでくれ。
いじめてなんていないわよ。ただシロが学校の結界に気づいてないようだから未熟だって言ってるの。
Boundary field around the school? Psycho Mantis.
待て、学校の結界ってそれはまさか。
まさかも何も他のマスターが張った結界だってば。かなり広範囲に仕組まれた結界でね。発動すれば学校の敷地をほぼ包み込む。
Advanced
種
mathematics.
別は結界内にいる人間から血肉を奪うタイプ。まだ準備段階のようだけど、それでもみんなに元気がないって気づかなかった？
Come to think of it, I felt a bit strange on Saturday, but was that it? That must
つま
mean...
り学校にマスターがいる。
Let's play. Who is the
敵
master?
が潜んでいるってわけ。
Also, there's not just one master here, spoilers.
そのあたり覚悟しておかないと死ぬわよ、あなた。
My relaxed feelings go tense as I start to remember the fact that I've died twice to Berserker already.
それで、そのマスターが誰かは分かっているのか、遠坂は。
いいえ、当たりはついてるけど、まだ確証が取れてない。まあ、うちの学校にはもう一人魔術師がいる
They made a sphere, holy shit, run
魔術
away.
師イコールマスターってわけじゃないから。 あなたみたいな素人がマスターになる場合もあるんだし、断定はできないわ。
俺は素人じゃない。ちゃんとした魔術師だ。
The master can't be a vegetarian.
魔術師ならもう一人いるって。うちの
So it's not
学校だ。
Issa.
そうよ。けどそいつからマスターとしての気配は感じないのよね。真っ先に調べに行ったけど、霊樹もなければサーバントの気配もなかった。よっぽどうまく気配を隠しているなら別だけど、まずそいつはマスターじゃないわ。だからこの学園に潜んでいるマスターはシロみたいに半端に魔術を知っている人間だと思う。ここのところさ、
See the master using a compass to draw a circle.
感じるのよ。それが敵マスターの気配ってわけなんだけど。
Like an inexperienced mage trying to draw like his first magic circle when he summons his servant. He's just like, here, did I do it? I've watched Full Metal Alchemist. Is this how you do it?
魔術師ではないマスターか。遠坂が断定するからには相当な確信があるんだろう。それは信じるけど、そうか。うちの学校、そんなに魔術師がいたのか。
そんなにって、私とその子だけだって。魔術師ってのは家柄を大事にするでしょ。こんな狭い地域に2つの家系が根を張った場合、どうしても好意になるものなのよ。
That using squares to make a circle is an advanced mage technique.
けど、俺は遠坂の家のことを知らなかったけどな。
エミヤくんちは特別。エミヤくんのお父さん、教会から離反した一匹狼だったんでしょうね。たまたまこの町が気に入って根を下ろしたんだろうけど。
Now, let's be fair here,
フェイジの町
Tosaka.
はうちの管轄だからさ。
Let's be fair here, Tosaka. Kiritsuga didn't alienate himself from the association. The association kind of did some whack shit.
私たちにバレたらもらうものもらうことになるし、それが嫌で隠れてたんじゃないかな。
なんだよ、そのもらうものもらうって不穏な発言は。
気になる？それは将来シロが一人前になったら取り
That is a line.
期待してて。
That is a line. I'll come and collect it when you mature. Ah, don't like that.
まったく、本当に猫かぶってやがったんだな、お前ってやつは。何が学校一の優等生だ、この詐欺師。
Megas would use a reference for anime or other. Yeah, you always get like into like this weird situation where when you're writing modern stories, when you're writing ramen modern stories, do you include other media existing? So like obviously your own media doesn't exist. Like Fate Stay Night doesn't exist in the Fate Stay Night world, but does Lord of the Rings exist? And could somebody take Lord of the Rings as inspiration for something that they're doing, right? Could they like cosplay as Legolas or I don't know, etc., etc. Yeah, it's interesting. Most media tends to ignore that other media exist.
あら、いけない？外見を飾るのだって魔術師としての義務でしょ？
But Fate is a weird one because especially current Fate, they kind of have to pick and choose what quote unquote media they take into account. So like the old fairy tales of like Hans Christian Andersen, Shakespeare, and there's another one that's obvious, but like oh god, what's her name? Shelley? Mary Shelley? Is that her? It's Mary something. Frankenstein. Those obviously exist because the characters exist, right? Like Shakespeare exists, yeah, Anderson exists, but does the Disney Little Mermaid exist, right?
ほら、私は遠坂家の跡取りだし、火の打ちどころのない優等生じゃないと天国の父さんに顔を合わせられないのよ。
父さんって遠坂。
As if the face storyline wasn't convoluted enough.
私が子供の頃死んじゃった。ま、十分長生きしたから天寿は全うしたんだし、別に悲しんだりはしてないけど。
We might actually get the Little Mermaid one day. Tosuka smile. Shit.
ま
No, go
あ
back.
そうね。
Tosuka smiles as if saying that's how a child with a Magus his father should be. That's a lie. When people die, you're sad. Idiot. All the more if that person is a relative, and not something that you can gloss over by saying he was a Magus so it couldn't be helped.
エミヤ君の意見は反論できないぐらい正しいわ。
When people die, you're sad. Duh, Tosuka. Saying that, Tosuka opens the can she's been using as a heat source. She takes a small sips of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought that she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this. Thank you,
話を
Emily.
戻すけど、ともかく冬木の町に魔術師は2人しかいないの。他のマスターは外からやってきた連中か。魔術をかじった程度でマスターに選ばれたっていう変わり種でしょうね。
You joke by saying Ariel is my favorite foreigner, but give it a few years. If FGO is still around, you might not be joking anymore. You might come back to the stream like, ah, shit. What have I done? I see. According to Tosuka, I'm weird too.
それは分かった。けどさ、半端に魔術をかじっただけのマスターなら、こんな結界は張れないんじゃないのか。
マスターが貼ったんじゃなくて、サーバントが貼ったのかもね。サーバントは自分のマスターを選べないもの。シローみたいなマスターに当たってしまった場合、サーバント自身がいろいろ策を練るしか勝機はないでしょ。
だろうな。気に障るけど、反論しようがないんでうなずいとくよ。
Future pretender class Rin. I mean, at this point, we're gonna get a Rin in every class eventually.
はい、素直で結構。で、結界の話に戻すけど、この結界はすごく高度よ。ほとんど魔法の領域だし、こんなの貼れる魔術師だったら、まず自分の魔力を隠しきれない。だから間違いなく、この結界はサーバントの仕業だと思う。
How could they figure out Archer's name? There were a few hints about it. Depending on the route, he acts like in some very suspicious ways, and says some very suspicious things to Shiro. And then there's also the really obvious one is that there's two pendants. There's two Rin's pendants.
サーバントの仕業か。なら、マスター自身はそう物騒なやつじゃないのかな。
Because Archer gives Rin the pendant, but Shiro also has the pendant, and that's how they figure out in UBW who Archer is.
まさか、魔術師にしろ一般人にしろ、そいつはルールが分かってないやつよ。マスターを見つければ、まずまっすぐに殺しに来るタイプの人間ね。
ルールが分からないって、聖杯戦争のルールをか。
The Holy Grower has rules? Don't you fucking lie.
違う。人間としてのルール。こんな結界を作らせる時点で、
Okay, good.
そいつは自分ってものが分かってない。
I thought Tosuka was lying straight to my fucking face right now.
いいシロ。この結界はね、発動したら最後、結界内の人間を一人残らず溶解して吸収する代物よ。私たちは生き物の胃の中にいるようなものなの。
That's a way to picture it, Tosuka.
魔力で自分自身を守っている私たちには効果はないだろうけど、魔力を持たない人間なら、わけもわからないうちに衰弱死しかねない。一般人を巻き込む。
We're being lured right now.
この結界が起動したら、学校中の人間は皆殺しにされるのよ。わかる？こういうふざけた結界を準備させるやつが、この学校にいるマスターなの。
Yeah, and so as Daniel says in chat, the biggest thing is copyright. But it's not if copyright. So the reason that they wait for things that the reason that Fate uses things that are like X amount old is because of Creative Commons. So like if copyright didn't exist in its current form, things like Captain America would actually be able to be summoned as a servant. Like, that's just... Yes, correct. Which makes it, like, really interesting. My vision blurs for a bit, trying to comprehend what Tosaka's saying. I'm trying to comprehend that I'm being void right now. That's it. I'm out. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst possibility and engrave that image inside of me, accepting the situation I'm in.
話は分かった。それで遠坂、その結界とやらは壊せないのか。
試したけど無理だった。結界の規定は全部探したんだけど、それを消去できないのよ。
うん。じゃあ、遠坂がいる限り結界は張られない？
Now, I've always thought that it's really weird that Fate doesn't do more crossovers. Because, so, the way that Fate's lore is set up, they can just fucking crossover with anything, and anything could realistically be a servant, and then, the story is just canon inside of, the Fate lore. I'm really confused, and, like, their lore is already fucking convoluted. It's not like, you know, it's like who cares? So I'm really curious. Like, I'm really curious why Fate doesn't do more crossovers. Because, like, you don't see them do it that often.
そう願いたいけど、それも都合のいい願いでしょうね。
Like, imagine Saber class servant Geralt of Rivia.
発動のための魔力は少しずつ溜まってきている。
And then the Witcher books are just canon inside of Fate
あと
lore.
8日程度で準備が整うとか。
They're too rich for collab, but I want fucking Geralt of Rivia's servant class, Saber class. Like, fucking, please.
そうなったらマスターかサーバントか。どちらかがその気になれば、この学校は地獄になる。
じゃあ、それまでに。
Assassin class Batman.
この学校に潜んでいるマスターを倒すしかない。
Gender bent girl. Oh no. Oh no, no, you've opened up Pandora's box wing. Oh no. They start adding stuff to the other things lore. What if Geralt was actually a woman pretending to be a man the whole time? Oh no.
けど、探すのは難しいでしょうね。この結界を張られた時点で、そいつの勝ちみたいなものだもの。あとは黙ってても結界は発動するんだから。その時まで表には出てこない。だからチャンスがあるとしたら
表に出てくるその時だけってことか。
ご名答。まあそういうわけだから今はおとなしくしてなさい。その時になったら嫌でも戦うことになるんだし。
The first spell echoes through the cold rooftop. Lunch break is over.
話はそれだけ。私は寄るところがあるから家には一人で帰って。寄り道は控えなさいよ。
Geralt would be a woman if they came to the No, please. They could make a Madoka servant. Yeah, like most popular anime that Fate would do a crossover with, you just like the source that it came from, that's canon now. And that's how you explain it in lore, and then you could just add whatever the hell you want. There's no way I'm feeling good. There's no way I have a calm mind after finding out that the talk of masters is only after finding out that the talk of masters only attacking other masters was pointless. Is he planning to drag innocent people into this? Of course he is. That's the whole... We just got to talking about this. It's not the work of a mass murderer, but a mass murderer. Those things can overlap. I have to find him before the boundary field is activated, find him and defeat him completely. Didn't expect that, but I like it. Avenger class Lelouch. God. I shake my head and deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. A wish for a villain to defeat. That's not my wish. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yorokobe Shonen. The end of school homeroom ends, and the students start to disappear from the classroom. Yeah, his voice is so good. I normally go to a student council room, and since Tosaka told me to go straight home, I should do so. A question from Saber. I really like this song. This song, out of most of the song, gives me most of the songs in the Fate Stay Night novel gives me a lot of nostalgia. I don't know what it's called.
あ、そうか。こんなに早く帰ってきたのなんて久しぶりだ。
I usually hop on someone at work, so it's rare for me to come straight home. Well, so the if you look in the description, the chat is choosing everything that's happening. And chat at the moment has chosen to go down the Fate route. Usually the gate would be open and Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when we get home. Maybe I've grown accustomed to it after a year that I've forgotten how important it was. I realized how grateful I am for Sakura, just of the simple action of opening a locked gate. This is a nice little scene. I like this scene.
ただいま。
I call out and step into the hallway. As I try to enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears. Yeah, the other non-rent giver.
帰ったのですね。
Pay your rent. And your taxes, for that matter. Do servants have to pay taxes? Girl looks straight at me. For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles around me. Ah, the horny is back.
シロ、今帰ってきたのではないのですか？
Perhaps the surprise transferred to the girl as she says this for a bit of surprise. A mana tax? Pay your government. She calls me by my name in a quiet voice. That finally returns me to a sense of reality.
セイバーだよな。悪い。いきなりなんで驚いた。
Tax evasion A+. Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl.
私はマスターの指示に従ってここに待機していたのですが、間違っていましたか？
ああ、いや、こっちの勘違いだから気にしないでくれ。それより体の方はいいのか、セイバー。頻繁に眠るって言ってたけど、今はその。
Merlin 100% has tax evasion EX+++. That's not even a... What, is there a thing above EX? There needs to be like a...
起きていても支障はありません。いえ、可能な限り戦闘時以外は眠っていた方がいいのですが、それでは勘が鈍りますから、定期的に目覚めて体を動かしていなければ、いざという時に動きが鈍ります。
そっか。言われてみればその通りだ。
Super EX, yeah.
人間、一日中寝てたら頭が痛くなるし、セイバーだって眠くて眠ってるわけじゃないんだし。
Tax evasion Super EX+.
そうですね。眠りを必要とする疲れはありません。ですがシロ、あなたは眠りすぎると頭を痛くするのですか？
True. Saber being super based here.
痛くなるだろう、そりゃ。普通、一日の半分も寝てたら体の調子を悪くするって。俺の場合は頭が痛くなって目が覚めるから半日も眠ってられないけどさ。
Why do you get like sick if you sleep too long?
不思議な話ですね。私はそのようなことはありませんでした。今も
One of the
昔も
world wonders.
眠ろうと思えばいくらでも眠れますし。
それはなんか生き物として間違ってると思うぞ、セイバー。一日中寝てるなんてもったいない。眠気が取れたら起きて遊んでいた方が楽しいだろ。
そうですね。確かにその方が無駄はありません。
Dehydration, low blood pressure. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea.
だろ？今は俺のせいでそうなっちまったけど、俺から縁が切れたら普通の生活サイクルに戻れよ。俺が言えることじゃないけどさ、これが癖になって一日中寝てたらぐうたらなやつだなんて思われるから。
それは
すでに手遅れかもしれません。私は皆にそう思われていたかもしれない。
Honestly, don't think anyone really thought of Saber as lazy. She creases her brow and ponders. Yeah, also, good luck, Abysmar. You might die if you do that. Oh, it's just a lighthearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes. We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decided to tell her about the boundary field at school, and about Shinji wilding out and beating his sister in front of me.
そうですか。学校に集まる人間を生贄にするつもりなのですね。
率直に言えばそういうことだろう。遠坂はまだまだ時間がかかるとは言っていたけど。
So, like, I know who the master is. I won't say it because it's possible that one of you don't know. But I've just now realized how dumb it is to set up a boundary field at a school. Like, there are like so many different ways that you could do this without getting noticed by the public, right? You could like set it up at a hospital, and then do it at night where not a lot of the normal doctors and nurses are working there, and then just all of the patients who are sick just die, and then they think it's like some sort of I don't want to say the actual pandemic, but like, yeah, they think it's some kind of pandemic. Am I a psychopath? Wait a minute. Wait. I'm just saying. They were. You could be smarter about this. Mass murder.
同感です。それほど大規模な結界の完成には時間がかかる。学校の校舎というものは封鎖しやすい建物ですから。おそらく神殿に見立てた祭壇なのでしょう。それだけの規模な結界を完璧に起動させるには早くて10日は必要です。
Gas leak, yeah, the infamous fate gas leaks.
10日。俺が異常を感じたのが2日前の土曜日だから。
Because like
8日は猶予があるってことか。
any mass murder,
遠坂の見込みと同じだな。
yeah, any mass murder is going to cause like the public to get a massive attention. But the problem is like the lack of like if there's like a goddamn if every student in a school during the day decides to just drop dead, that's not a gas leak, especially if like the building's fine, right?
はい。その結界が生贄を集めるものであれ。
Like the cover up is so
完成
rough.
させては厄介です。それまでに結界を張ったマスターを見つけ出せれば良いのですが。
そうだな。遠坂は難しいって言ってたけど、学校に潜んでいる以上は特定しやすいはずだ。なんとか見つけ出して結界を止めさせよ
う。The instant they think of setting up a boundary field at school, they must be someone associated with the school. True, exact. Well, not necessarily, but you're not up against Light Yagami here, so. A student or a teacher. I'll try to search the school as thoroughly as possible during lunch tomorrow. In fact, it would actually be smarter to not be associated with the school if you're trying to commit mass murder.
あとは
Is my message getting removed? No, I'm probably just missing it like an idiot.
サーバントを連れているかっていう問題か。
That's a major spoiler. Yes. Hey, I didn't say it. No, you would know if your message got removed because it would say message removed. I'm just... I just didn't see your messages. Clock Tower must use the same stuff that Harry Potter uses to cover up their magic. Yes. I try to think about a servant who is yeah. Then I should think about a servant I have already encountered. Saber is awake right now, so it should be a good time to ask. All right, then. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Setting up a mass murder location in a location you frequent is not a good thing. But I guess this is working off of Shuro Emiya logic. Because it said air twice. Oh, then maybe. I saw the is my message getting removed, and the message after that you sent was that's a major spoiler. So if you sent any messages between those two, then yes, they were getting removed for some reason. It might be like an error with YouTube. Okay. You can't tie... Well, okay, you can tie this one. Fuck, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, Shiro Emiya logic, yeah. Logic. Because it's like, why in the world? Yeah, it's so dumb. It's like one of the dumbest things that you could ever do. Is it's like, well, you know, the school that I either teach and or go to, that's the place I'm going to commit a mass murder and also try not to get noticed. Berserkar is winning. We're off to the races now. Oh wow, you're the only survivor of this school. That's weird. That's why you must have crazy luck. Man, officer, I have no idea why I'm the only survivor of this massacre. So sorry, officer. Okay, it looks like Berserkar won. I must be very lucky. What day are we on? 5? 6? Something like that. The office, I just wasn't there. Okay, Berserkar won pretty handedly. I was on a toilet break. I'm just immune to toxic gas. Yeah, the man that killed me, the man that has killed me twice. I'd like to know more about that man. What the text jumped down? According to Saber Tosuga, he should be the strongest in battle.
セイバー、もう一度バーサーカーと戦ったら、その時はどうなる？その
I don't like that question,
俺がマスターであ
Emiya.
る限り、セイバーはあいつに勝てないのか？
Shiro just like gets the frowny face, just like I don't want to answer that question. The greatest burden for Saber. I ask her about the weakness that prevents her from using her powers at their full potential, just because she made a contract with an immature master like me.
それは違う、シロ。
I'd like to know about the servant that killed me twice. Which one? That's incorrect,
た
Shiro.
とえあなたが成熟したマスターであろうと、バーサーカーが強敵であることは変わりません。この問題で、
Aw, she's
あなた
pitying
が
me.
自らの未熟を責めることはない。
そうかもしれないけど、実際セイバーは多くの制約を負ってるんだろう。なら、もしセイバーが本来のセイバーだったら、
いいえ、私が万全であろうと、バーサーカーを倒すことは難しい。いえ、どのようなサーバントであれ、あの巨人を追い詰めることは不可能かもしれない。
Technically not wrong.
シロ、あの夜の戦いを覚えていますか？バーサーカーはリンの魔術を難なく弾きました。あれはただ、肉体の強度のみで、リンの魔術を無効化したのです。
I like how Berserker is like he canonly works off of like Warhammer orc logic. Where like he paints the car red, and because they think red go fast, it actually goes faster. Like their thought just somebody shoots him with a gun, his muscles just deflected. No.
それは見たけど、そんなに驚くようなことか？単にバーサーカーの体が硬いってことだろ？
違います。バーサーカーはリンの魔術に耐えたのではなく、弾いたのです。攻撃に耐えたというのなら、その箇所を必要に狙えば いつか鎧は砕け散るでしょう。ですが弾いたのなら別だ。リンの魔術はそもそもバーサーカーに届いていなかった。
Just built different. Berserker is the definition of built different.
届いていなかった。つまりセイバーみたいに魔術を無効化したってこと
We just talked about this.
はい。ですが先ほど言ったようにバーサーカーは対魔力のスキルを持っていないとなると、彼の宝具が魔術を弾いたとしか思えない。これは憶測ですが、バーサーカーの宝具は鎧です。それも単純な鎧ではなく、概念武装と呼ばれる魔術理論に近い。
Oh, that's a sentence. Theoretical magical concept called a conceptual weapon. That's a... Yep, those are words.
おそらくバーサーカーには一定の水準に達していない攻撃を全て無効化する能力がある。私の剣リンの魔術が通じなかったのはそのためでしょう。
I like... This is literally like a whole paragraph of Nasu trying to explain what damage reduction from Dungeons and Dragons is. He's like, shit, I want to give Berserker DR because I think it's cool, but how do I do it?
バーサーカーの正体がギリシャの大英雄であるのなら、その能力はほぼ A ランクです。彼に傷を負わせたいのなら、少なくとも彼と同じランクの攻撃数値を用いなければならないと思います。
同じランクの攻撃数値、つまりそれって。
はい。言いにくいのですが、通常攻撃であろうと宝具であろうと A ランクに届かない攻撃は全て無効化されるでしょう。あの巨人を倒したいのなら、少なくとも A ランクの通常攻撃力とそれを上回る宝具が必要になってきます。
Is that how they reason defense being a weapon? I think so, yeah. I think that's the way that they... Like, the way that they word logic it is that, basically, so, Herc has DR. It's one of his passive abilities where, like, he just, no, he negates all damage that's below a certain threshold. And it's a conceptual weapon because it destroys attacks, yeah. It's the concept of negation or deflection or something, yeah. Could... I mean, he could do that. It's just that he's too insane to pose, but yeah. If Herc started JoJo posing on people, that would be amazing. Like, every time Archer tried to fire a bow and arrow at him, he just JoJo pose at him. I close my eyes and recall Saber's abilities. Oh, yeah? This is what you... Oh, yeah? In practice, no Megai today are able to hurt Saber. Bet. Oh, Master, Emiyashiro, true name. We don't know yet. It could be anyone. Now, the original Fate Stay Night is very obviously based off of D&D. It, like, very, very obviously. Why don't I get my full stat card whenever I close my eyes? True. What? What's going on with... Oh, I see, because the text is... Oh, okay. Saber's strength. Her normal attack power is B. Her Phantasm is C rank. I close my eyes and recall Saber ability. Wait, what? What the... What? Okay. Oh, okay, I see what happened. God, what if Saber says it's right? Not only is it impossible to defeat Berserker, but we don't even have a way to hurt him.
ちょっと待った。筋力と宝具の基準は違うんじゃないのか?
What is Archer's alignment? Oh, that's a good question. Probably chaotic neutral, but I don't know what they actually call it here.
いくらランクが低いからって
Or
宝
lawful
具ってのは強
neutral?
力な武器なんだろ? なら筋力に置き換えれば A ランクに届くんじゃないのか?
はい。宝具と通常攻撃では比べるべくもない。宝具の C ランクは通常能力に変換すれば
What the hell does that even
な
mean?
いし A プラスに該当します。
Okay, oh god, why does that have to be so complicated? So, what they're saying is that Oh god, that's such a weird, convoluted way to. Why not just standardize that? Why would you do that?
ですが、バーサーカーを守る断りは物理的な法則外のものです。
And then you set up this convoluted system, and then you immediately say that Berserker doesn't apply to it.
あれはたとえ世界を滅ぼせる宝具であれ、それが A ランクに届いていないものならば無力化するという概念です。バーサーカー、ヘラクレスは神聖適性を持つ英霊だ。神の血を受けた英霊にはそれと同等の神秘でなければ干渉できない。
It's interesting that they're mentioning divinity here, and then FGO translated it as the opposite, right? Because divinity in FGO does a flat amount of damage on every hit, where this is saying that it would like negate a flat amount of damage on every hit.
じゃあ次に襲われた時が。
いいえ、どのような英霊であろうと必ず弱点が存在します。少なくともバーサーカーは退場レベルの攻撃手段を持っていない。襲われたところで一撃で全滅するという事態は避けられる。私の傷が感知すれば対等の一騎打ちが可能です。その間に白は撤退できますし、何らかの援護をしてもらうことで勝算が見えるかもしれない。
You can summon things with divinity. You can't summon gods, I'm pretty sure. I think if I remember my my fate lore correctly. Yeah, you can't summon a god, but you can't whatchamacallit. You can summon things with half divinity. It's like, for example, Gilgamesh is half divine, but he's obviously summoned. Like there are a decent amount of servants that have some level of divinity.
結局撤退が大前提なんだな。それまでになんとかバーサーカーの弱点を探さなくちゃいけないってことか。で、そういえば退場レベルの攻撃方法ってのは何なんだ？
宝具の攻撃力のことです。
And then FGO takes that and lies.
一騎打ちで進化を発揮する対人宝具。
Because I think there are like a couple of characters in FGO that are just like straight up gods, like Artemis. Like Artemis and Orion should not be able to be summoned. I don't know how that works because there's like Ishtar and Ereshkigal, which are demi servants, which makes sense in lore, but I have no idea how Artemis gets summoned. Well, no, so Ishtar is a demi servant, which was what Entername here was talking about. Yeah, Arjuna. Well, Arjuna's is Arjuna actually a god? I think he's like I think Arjuna might be a divine hero. He's like blessed by the gods. I'm not like really big into Hindu lore, so I'm not sure. But anyway.
団体戦闘で猛威を振るう大軍宝具。
Herc did not complete the task. Well, Artemis hijacked Orion Saintcraft, but Artemis is still a god though, right? Yeah. So Herc in this one,
そして一撃で全てを消する対
I
人
think he's completed all of his tasks, but he hasn't ascended yet. Because in some versions of the Herc myth, he takes like a decent amount of time before he actually decides to ascend because of his hatred towards the gods, specifically Hera, for obvious reasons.
宝具は大きくこの3つに分類されます。
I see. As the name suggests, anti-castle and anti-army. If we were attacked with such missile-like assaults, Tosaka and I would be blown away in a single strike. Isn't a god in the Mahabharata? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because I think that, he's just like a... Oh, God. I remember reading into this one time because I was curious about Arjuna and Karna's myth, but I don't remember.
ですが、その欠点を補うのがマスターです。イリア・スピールは膨大な魔力の塊だった。彼女が卓越した魔術師であり、バーサーカーが彼女の守護に徹するのなら。
Shira's been seen a lot. Berserker is not the only concern. Master and servant are one. I am Saber's burden and in that regard as well.
それじゃあ他のやつのことだけど。
待ってください、シロ。 屋敷の門を人がくぐりました。
そんなことわかるのか。ってもうこんな時間。まずい。きっと桜が帰ってきたんだ。
It's actually, oh fuck, it's so funny. I know it's not a reference, but if anyone has seen the whatchamacallit, the Heaven's Feel movies, in that movie, Herc literally does throw a castle when Saber just says that he doesn't have an anti-castle noble phantasm. I quickly stand up. I hear the sound of the doorbell from the entrance. Alright, bets. Who is this? Actually don't remember who this is. Is it just Rin?
お邪魔します。
Oh no, Sakura, damn it. I can hear Sakura's voice.
そういえば悪いんだが
It's the pizza man. Saber, I'm sorry,
分かってい
but
ます。部屋に戻っていますから、私のことは気にせずに。
it's Domino's.
ただいま。関心
Hey, you know
ち
what?
ゃんと先に帰ってたわね。
Technically wasn't wrong. A grocery bag? There better be pizza in there. Oh, please. If there's pizza in there, we were all right. And if it's chicken in there, I'm going to be really pissed off that we're still eating chicken 3 weeks later.
よし、準備は完璧だ。それじゃあ始めるとしましょうか。
Tokusa shouts and goes into the kitchen. Sakura looks at her wordly.
先輩、お夕飯の支度なんですけど。
It'll be pizza.
今日は遠坂の番だからいい。桜は朝作ってくれたんだ。
Chicken's not gonna be there, but they will still eat chicken.
遠坂がいるうちは俺とあいつで
It's happened every time. It's happened every goddamn time. Are we told what they eat? So I don't know if you were there or if you were passed out drunk by those times. I remember very specifically a running joke is that there's just chicken in every single meal no matter what. Like it got to a point where it was like one time they mentioned that they were like having rice and something else, and then during the making of the food, and then when they started eating the food, it was chicken. It's just always chicken. I think every single meal that they've had was chicken. It's just all chicken. That was not the sound of chicken being chopped on the... I swear to God if there's chicken. There's flashy fiery sounds coming from the kitchen. There's nothing dangerous looking about Ren's appearance from God damn. There's nothing dangerous looking about Tosuka's appearance from behind. Yes, the tofu became the chicken, yeah. There's no point in staying here. There's Saber to think about, so I should go back to my room until dinner is prepared.
ちょっと部屋で休んでくれ。藤根がやってきたら、たまには風呂を沸かすように言っといてくれ。
Listen, I'm not asking for CGs about food. All I'm asking is for them to not say that they're eating chicken every time in the goddamn...
そうだ。部屋に来るときはノックを忘れないでくれ。
So I'm praying that because Rin is cooking this time, and this is the first time that Rin is cooking, it won't be chicken. If it's chicken, I'm ending the stream. It's a little before 6 o'clock from the way that things are going. It looks like dinner will be around 7 o'clock. When I get back to the room, Saber's asleep in the room next to mine.
なんか話そうと思ったのに。
I click my tongue and sit on a cushion.
何言ってんだか。聖杯戦争のこと以外、何話していいかもわからないくせに。
A pet peeve here. Who actually clicks their tongue? Has anyone ever met a person that clicks their tongue? I've always hated this turn of phrase. No one does this. No one actually does this. Am I crazy? I do? Well, at least I've met a person now. Like, I understand why they do it. It's just like it's a show of annoyance, but it's just so weird. Anyway, I didn't have trouble talking to Saber. Anyway, didn't I have trouble talking to Saber? There we go.
まあいいけどさ眠ってるなら
My dad when I disappoint. I said that just stare at the clock. Yesterday's dinner was just me, Saber, and Tosaka. But today I'll be 5 people, including Sakura and Fujine. Oh god, it's gonna be a war zone.
セイバーはダメなのか
Okay, never mind. As long as Sakura and Fujine are there, I can't let Saber out of this room.
セイバー朝飯食ったのかな
Saber's nodding while eating dinner last night. I met a person that did it as a joke. See, that makes sense. Judging from that, I guess it's not like she doesn't need any food.
昼飯は用意しなかったし腹減ってるよなそりゃ
Once Sakura and Fujine go home, I have to warm up dinner and serve it to her. She'll need to eat alone, but it can't be helped. Imagining Saber eating by herself is really annoying to me. It's...
シロ起きて
Yeah,
る
better not be chicken. Jessica knocks on the door and looks inside.
何って夕食なんだけどできたから来て
That time already, huh? Did this man just spend an hour looking at a clock? I get up and... he did, didn't he? I get up and leave, glancing at the room when Saber is sleeping.
あ、来た来た。ほら見てよこの料理。なんと遠坂さんは長らく不在だった中華料理ができる人だったのだ。
Oh, thank you, God. It is... There better not be any chicken in this Chinese food. Fujina's looking excitedly at the food prepared on the table. And here we go. I think it's like 4 times chicken. Here we go. As she mentions it, the food is certainly Chinese. Yes! Oh my god. We did it. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's been so long. On the 4 big plates are crab with eggs, shredded beef with pepper, some stir fry of an elegant looking meat I've never seen before, so it's not chicken, with vegetables, and plate full of steamed meat dumplings. Elegant looking meat of questionable, elegant looking question meat. Not chicken. There are salads as side plates and various follow-ups are ready. Put simply, it's a gorgeous dinner that Fujine loves, and I love it too.
驚いたな遠坂のことだから洋風で来ると思ったのに
本当は洋風を考えてたそうですよけど中華料理は誰も作らないって言ったらなら私が作るって
なんでそう隙間をつくような人生しか送れないのかあいつはなあさくら遠坂と一緒に帰ってきたけどあれは一緒に買い物に行ってたのか
It's a mystery meat, so there's like this 10% chance that it's chicken, but I'm taking this one.
はい遠坂先輩弓道部が終わるまで待っててくれたんです
Make a counter for it.
2人で買い出しに行ってました
If you don't make a counter for it, I'll make a goddamn counter for it. I'm taking this as the one win. The meal without chicken. It's at 1, alright? It's so beautiful. Today's a beautiful
そう
day.
なのかなんだ思ったより仲がいいじゃないか二人とも
そうですね遠坂先輩とは学校でもよく話してましたから私のどこが気に入られたかわからないんですけど入学した頃から親切にしてもらってます
Wow, she really is a nice senpai at school.
おしゃべりはいいから早く食べよう私もうお腹ペコペコだよ
Fujine sits down happily.
だってさ 二人も早く座ったら。中華物って冷めると犯罪的にまずいんだから。
Listen, chat, you can joke all you want. It's not chicken. Saying this coldly. Tosuka sits down as well. I sit down silently. If this is somehow revealed that this is chicken, I'm going to be really pissed. Don't you ruin this for me. Shiro, don't you... Shiro? Oh, annoyingly, it's good. Oh. I've never cooked Chinese because I thought it all tastes the same, but this is so good it makes me realize that was just prejudice. Okay, Shiro's slightly saying he was racist.
うわー、すごいすごい。こんなにご飯を美味しくさせる料理は久しぶりだよ。
Also, yeah, saying that Chinese food is bad when cold is really weird.
あげましょう。
A lot of it's actually pretty good reheated and or just cold.
ありがとうございます。先生のように素直に感想を言ってもらえると私も嬉しいです。はい、私も中華を見直しました。辛いのって苦手なんですけど、すごく美味しいです。
Sakura happily enjoys that. What a joyous day. We should have Rin cook every day. Tosuka Rin looks at me with an expression of triumph.
なんだよ、なんか言いたそうだな、遠坂。
別にみんなに気に入ってもらえてよかったなって。まあ若干一名素直じゃないのがいるけど、それはそれで楽しいからよしとしましょう。得意分野で負けちゃった気持ちはわかるし。
そうか、さてはお前、昨日俺に飯作らせたのはこっちの戦力分析か。
Instruct it with chicken.
はい、今日の教訓は手の内は常に隠しておく。
Today's lesson is hide your power level. Sit this happily and starts eating her own food. Alright. Clash of the Lion and the Tiger. Uh-oh. Oh, dinner is more lively than I was expecting. Sakura and Tosuka are good senpai and junior, and Fujine is completely friends with Tosuka now. Well, I have no complaints about the fun meal. No complaints, but it feels like something's wrong with all of us eating right now. I stand up.
何しろ。
Uh-oh.
え
Shiro, don't do it. Shiro, no.
いや、忘れ物をした。連れてくるから待っててくれ。
Shiro, no. Shiro, no. Shiro, put on the gun. Tosuka's staring at me silently. Shiro? I thought we almost went to a tiger touch. I couldn't take it. That's the only reason. I don't like it when she's in the same house but alone. Shiro? Before considering the consequences, I grab her hand.
シロ、突然何を。
いいから来てくれ。みんなにセイバーを紹介するから。
正気ですか。待ってください。それは。
正気だから連れて行くんだよ。ほら、いいから行こう。後のことなんてなるようになる。
シロ。
Shiro? I grab Saber's hand and take her into the living
悪いな、
room.
遠坂。もう一人分いいかな。
Tosuka doesn't object, but Fujine and Sakura are looking at Saber with astonishment. Hey guys, this is my secret wife that I kept locked up in a room in the back.
遅くなったけど紹介する。この子はセイバーって言って、しばらく面倒を見ることになったから。見ての通り外国人さんだから、日本の暮らしには慣れてないんで、そのあたり助けてやってくれ。
Here's third wife. There's no reaction from the two. This is funny. It's only natural, but I don't have enough composure to care about them right now.
ほら、そこに座れよ、セイバー。飯はみんなで食べた方がいいだろ。
Here's the girl I've been keeping in my basement. Stay on.
それは確かに効率的だとは思いますが、私は。
遠慮なんてするな。だいたいな、これからはセイバーも一緒に住むんだぞ。同じ家に住んでるんだから、一緒に飯を食うのは当然だ。
はい。シローがそう言うのでしたら、私は従うだけですが。
そんなのだ。
Oh god. She's back. My ears are ringing.
一体どうしちゃったのよシロってば。遠坂さんだけじゃなくこんな子まで連れ込んじゃって、いつからここは旅館みたいになっちゃったのよ。
It's not a hotel. They're not paying for the rooms, okay?
なんだよ、いいじゃないか。旅館みたいに広いんだから一人や二人部屋を貸しても。遠坂がいいんならセイバーだっていいだろ、下宿ぐらい。
いいわけないでしょ。遠坂さんは認めるけど、そんな得体の知れない子なんて知らないもん。
どこの子って遠い親戚の子だよ。よくわからない事情があって親父を頼ってやってきたとか。
そんな作り話信じられない。だいたいね、仮にそうだとしてもどうしてエミヤの家に来たのよ。キリツグさんに外国の知り合いなんているはずな。
Yeah, you would. She can't really say that. Yeah, you would. His father was a simpleton who went to foreign countries all the time. He would have had more acquaintances overseas than in Japan.
ないとは言い切れないけど、それにしたっておかしいわ。
Fujine glares at
い
Saber.
やだからそれは。
シロは黙ってなさい。セイバーさん、私はあなたに聞いてるんだけど。
Saber is silent. Yeah, so me and Kiritsugo go way back. Natural Saber doesn't have any reason to get along with my lies nor dexterous mind, so she...
私はキリツグの言葉に従っただけですから。
Well, I guess she does.
キリツグさんがシロを頼むって？
はい。あらゆる敵からシロを守るようにと。
Saber says this with greatest purity. The joke's on you, Taiga. She's not lying. Technically. Even if it's a lie, it's the ultimate truth for Saber herself. Yeah, Shiro lucked in to the truth on accident. Even Fujine can't object to these words, but she stands up with a frown, glaring at
いいわ。
Saber.
そこまで言うんなら腕前を見せてもらうんだから。
Fujine responds strangely. The intense battle music. So with the sound of wind, Fujine takes us outside. She takes the shinai from the wall and glares at Saber. Well, just what is our Fujine thinking?
あなた、シロを守るって言ったわね。なら少しは覚
I'm
えがあるん
going
でしょ。
to beat her.
私に剣を持つというのです。
Fujine, alright. I'm going to beat you.
そうよ。あなたが私より強かったら許してあげます。けど
構いませんが、それはどういった理屈でしょうか。
True, she protect and she attack.
シロを守るのは私だもん。シロが一人前になるまで私がずっとそばにいるんだから。
Shiro should be able to summon guns. It seems Saber doesn't understand what Fujine is trying to say. Of course, no one around here does either.
だから私より弱いやつはいらないの。
あなたが私より強いって言うんなら私より頼りになるでしょ。それなら少しはシロを任せてもいいわよだ。
Time to beat up a foreigner. Fujine points with her shinai as if she's sulking.
わかりました。あなたを納得させればよいのですね。
そうよ。けど私を納得させるのは大変なんだから。
Says that Fujine rushes forward.
藤ねめちゃくちゃだ。
Not only was that a surprise attack, but she didn't even give Saber a shinai. Are you really a teacher? Saber must be surprised at Fujine's surprise attack as she just stands there distractedly. Fujine's clever ba...
あれ？
3-star servant versus 5-star servant, true. I don't think Fujine was ever supposed to get her own route. I think Ilya was supposed to get her own route, but then it was cut for what I hope was obvious reasons. Fujine tilts her head curiously. That's only natural. It's strange even for those watching us, so it must be strange as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujine. Are it? The saber is standing. The difference is she's now holding the shinai that Fujine was wielding until now. I don't know what's real, but it's certainly true. Saber does not even take that stance. What a weird analogy. That one I don't even think is a translation analogy. I think Nasu just likes history, and so was putting in weird analogies. That's so specific that I don't think that's a translation error. I think that's just Nasu. Fujine doesn't move, standing before Saber. Fujine is a kendo expert, said to be unmatched. Experience must have made her realize that the person in front of her is on a completely different level.
構えろというのでしたら構いますが、そこまでしなければわからない腕ではないでしょう。
Yes, a Fujine route would have been awesome. Fujine backs away unsteadily and drops to her knees.
勝負はつきました。認めてもらえましたか？
Fujine hangs her head and slumps her shoulders. The very moment I think she'll calm down. Jesus. Saber even had class advantage. She starts to cry loudly. In the end, it took 2 hours to persuade Fujine. Fujine said, "I want to talk a bit," and went to father's room for 2 hours. When she came out, she nodded and said, "I guess I have to approve of her," with an unhappy face. On the other hand, Sakura was silent. It was getting late, so Fujine ended up walking Sakura home, but Sakura said nothing and merely bowed and went home.
それじゃあ私も別棟に戻るわね。
Attack stranger out of the blue, attack fails, starts crying. This is a functional adult. And I'll go, oh yeah, just her line. Come to think of it, Tosaka's like this too.
悪かったな。どうせバカな真似してって思ってるんだろ。
That Rin is used to it at this point.
別に。ただあなたのしていることは心の贅肉よ。そんな余分なことばっかりしてたらいつか身動きが取れなくなるわ。
Saying goodnight with a wave, Tosaka leaves. I'm tired. I rest early too.
待ってください、シロ。私もあなたに聞くべきことがある。
Hey, sure, what the fuck was up with that?
いいけど、何？
なぜ私を皆に紹介したのですか？私もリンの言う通り、シロの行為は不必要だと思います。
Yeah, Dan, it's like a real... I understand what you mean. I installed Fate Stay Night like a long time ago, and it took me a while for me to read it as well. Just because it's like a massive time investment.
なぜも何もない。単に嫌だったから紹介しただけだ。
シロ、それは答えになっていません。何が嫌だったのか言ってもらわなければ。
Saber draws closer. Was what happened tonight that strange for Saber? I think that was strange for everyone, Shiro.
そんなの知るか。ただ飯食ってて、セイバーは一人でいるのかって思ったら嫌になっただけだ。強いて言うなら、藤根と桜にもセイバーを知ってもらっておけば、隠し事も減ると思ったぐらいだよ。
それはあまり意味のあることではありません。むしろ彼女たちに私の存在を知らせるのはマイナスです。この屋敷なら私の存在は隠し通せるのですから、私は待機していた方が良かった。
What's better? Is she better off being an outcast while we're all eating?
そんなことはない。 セイバーが良くても俺が嫌だったんだからしょうがないだろう。こういうの理屈じゃないと思う。
Saying so, I avert my gaze from
土蔵
Saber.
に行ってくるから先に部屋に戻っていてくれ。
There is no response. Turning my back on Saber, who doesn't seem to agree, I head out to the shed. I like how he just ran away to the shed. He just retreated. I go outside. He's like, I don't want to fight anymore. Today I'm tired. Quiet yard lit by the pale moonlight. The winter sky is high and the stars are clear. I sigh without realizing Tozuka's right. I'm certainly contradicting myself. The me that's trying to go to the shed, avoiding sleeping in Saber's room. Yep. On one hand, the me that doesn't want to leave Saber alone. Even though I find it hard to deal with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, of course, I can't leave her alone as a human. It's only natural for Tozuka to be disgusted with me.
参ったな。未熟なのは魔術だけだと思ってたけど
Mental
精
training.
神主義もなってないじゃないか。
I murmur, looking up at the sky absent-mindedly. The night wears on. Since I'm inexperienced, I can't skip my training. I can only refine myself believing that I can reach something to continue my effort. Alright. I think I'm gonna probably end it here. As I said earlier, that, whatchamacallit, how do you even mentally train? You look at pictures of Saber so that you're not you're not as scared around her. Alright. 6th day, yeah. We went through the whole entire 5th day. As I said earlier, I was probably going to stream for shorter amounts of time. But I was thinking about streaming more. Well, because like for example, I'm gonna be streaming Rainbow Six Siege event tomorrow. Is tomorrow, right? Oh, let me look that up. R6 Siege event games press. This is the CN. No, this isn't what I want. Hold on. Because I usually have a countdown page. One day. Hey. So yeah, it's one day. What time is this exactly? Is this noon like usual? Because this isn't at reset, right? It never is. No, it's at 1 p.m. Okay, so yeah. It's 1 hour. It's 25 hours from now exactly. So it's very likely that I'll see you all in 25 hours if you're there. I don't know how deep I'm gonna go for the Rainbow Six Siege operators. Like for those that weren't whatchamacallit privy to some of my community posts, I didn't stream it, but the last banner wasn't very good to me, so I'm running low on original. But we'll see how much I can whatchamacallit. You're guaranteed to get Ash at 120 pulls. Well, that's better than me guaranteeing that's better than me having to go 300 deep for Saga, so is that true? Hold on. That's true. That's like a really big deal. How do I banner? Is there like a because like if I can guarantee 20 pulls, so you only did 100 A, I was about to say check the Twitter. AK Twitter. That's not gonna be. It's We apologize for the maintenance. August HD version issues. I don't see anything. Oh, it was above? Were you hence? What? Oh. You live the picture? You were right by it? Is this it? No? I don't see where you're... Oh. No, this is maintenance. The picture in the post you clicked? This is maintenance. This isn't anything. Is it this? Oh. I'm an idiot. Listen, alright? You all should know I'm an idiot by now. Okay. And we get the guaranteed 20 pulls, so it's guaranteed within 100 pulls. That's actually not that bad. If it's guaranteed within 100 pulls, then I might just actually pull for it. Guaranteed as the next 5-star. What does that mean? After the first time you get an Operator, Frost or Blitz will be the next... Oh. Oh. That's kind of nice. This band is kind of nice. Especially because all these units are, like, actually good, right? I don't know how many... I'd have to count how many pulls I actually have saved up. But I do have, like, a decent amount still left because I knew that Calcit and Rainbow Six was coming up. Doesn't that mean if you get her early? No, I don't think so. I don't think that if... I think that if you get her early, that doesn't count. Robin's better than Frost? Why not use both? Specifically, Blitz is really cool. Like, Frost is okay. Frost is okay. Tachanka's kind of, like, really cool because he's, like, a weird ranged dual strike guard. But really? And this is a, this is from me playing Siege, because none of you know this, because I have only streamed, like, a couple of games, but I actually do play Siege, and, I'm a Blitz fan. And, all I'm saying is that when I'm pulling for Ash, if I get a max potential Blitz, I'm gonna be happy. Honestly, I want Blitz more than I want Ash, although Ash is cool. Yeah, Blitz is German, yeah. Blitz is German and Frost is Canadian, if I remember correctly. Ash is American. So yeah, see you all in around 25 hours when I'm pulling for this banner. And then trying to figure out what the hell the... I mean, if there's a, whatchamacallit? If there's the, it's French, obviously. Yeah, true. If, what's it called? The co-op missions, right? There's, like, the co-op game mode that I could probably do with people from stream, so we'll see. I played Dokkaebi. Dokkaebi's a cool character. Well, alright. I should stop stalling. Switch over to my ending stream. Where's it at? I'll give you Saberwave back. There's Saberwave. I never did fix the fact that the overlay... I really have to do that. I forgot about that. Because I haven't streamed in so long. I almost just played some copyrighted music to end the stream on. What's a non-copyright... What do we end the stream on? We started it with Guilty Gear, so I kind of don't want to end it with Guilty Gear. Ah, fuck it, I'll end it with Guilty Gear. Alright. See you guys later.
Skies the same no more today. There is no turning back. Lily, not change the beat. Covers always judge books by today. If they are shiny or not. Every page inside is meaningful as always. But no one's gonna read them out again. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold rain, for your heart may become rusty. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Don't stand there in the sea. Your soul is right now. You don't need to wait, need to wait, need to wait for us. You never change. Winds are not so soft no more today. They change the cold inside. Lily, you never change. They all want a brand new box today. No matter what's inside. All these pieces that meant so much to me those days. Tide has washed them all away to vain. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold rain, for your heart may become rusty. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Don't stand there in this heat. Your soul is drying out. You don't need to wait, need to wait, need to wait for us. What is there to say? Everything's too late, and we all accept it that way, so be it. Time marches on.